Hello, welcome. I am Steve, and welcome to another Mac84 live stream. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's see how many people we got here. We got about 20 people in the chat. Hi. Let's see who has joined us. We have Jay, we have Greg, we have Bruce from Breakers Creations, we have Starbuck Tech, we have Michael, we have Thomas, All Things DG, Sad Mac356 is here, of course, Starbuck Tech is here, Garth is here, Adam is here, Pterodyne is here, we have Eric, Nick, who else? Toby, and Garrett. Alright, cool. So, this is unplanned. I did not plan to have boxes to show you guys today. But a series of events happened, which I will describe to you. Alexander's here, Yas is here, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I was not planning to go pick up anything today, but someone messaged me either last night or the night before on social media, and they said, hey, Frederick, hey, Sam. They said, hey, what's going on? I had somebody that was going to buy a bunch or take a bunch of my Apple collection, and they were here in New Jersey, and thank you very much, Angel. Yep. No, I have to ultrasonic clean it. That probably won't go back for a few days. But thank you very much for your support to the channel. Anyway, individual said, look, I have some stuff that was left over. I'm already moved out. There's a box basically sitting in a building, unattended. It's yours if you want to go get it. And they gave me a rough idea of what's in the box. And I said, okay. And so, yeah, went out to get a bite to eat just before. I picked up this box. And it's something. It's something. Geek with Social Skills, hello. What's in the blanket box? Just tell us already. Well, I do have quite a few boxes. These are things that have been sent to me or things I've purchased. And I have to thank a bunch of people as I'm opening them. So I'm going to open some of the small ones first. Then we'll get to this is a big one. Look at it. Look how big that thing is. It's a big box. It's a big box. So firewood and some ice. Knowing my luck, yes. Okay. All right. So first off, this was a eBay purchase. So this is see if we get the second camera, maybe. Now, Bruce, I was going to follow your suggestion and use my wireless microphone, but I discovered that it had bled the battery dry because it decided to not auto shut off. So it's been on and disconnected and just hanging out for forever. Angel, we discussed this on the previous stream. My certificates are my own thing. I don't put, other people's names on it, but, I know Sean wants to revive the Super Mac 900. I do appreciate your support. Eep! But we discussed this previously. Sorry about that. But that's just not how I roll. Let's see. Don't hurt your back. Yeah, too late. No, these are my old glasses. Greg actually mailed the thing to Jay. Oh, thank goodness. I'll stop complaining about it. Okay, so this is a box of goodies from eBay. And it would help if... Sorry, I was going to switch the camera before I got distracted. Let's like that. And... There. That better? There, we can see the box now. Alright, so... It's a broken screwdriver. It works fine. What's in the box? I forgot what I ordered. Move it down a bit more. We got a Martin Scorsese over here. Now tilt the camera down and I gotta pan it. And I gotta do a zoom. What is this? A lot of padding, whatever it is. Okay. Let's put all the padding back in here before... Yes! Pink bubble wrap! Geek with Social Skills. Must be electronic stuff. By the way, before we unveil what this is, big thanks to Mike of Mike's Mac Shack for this Delta power supply for my G4 that he donated to me. He gave me a G4 server, an AGP server, and he stole the power supply out of it to try and get something working with his. And yeah, so that's something that he gave me when he came over. I just want to thank Mike for that. If you're not subscribed to Mike's Mac Shack, please go and do that now. It costs you nothing, and you get so much entertainment. There are cats and so much stuff. So I'm going to put that to the side, but thank you very much, Mike, for providing me with this power supply as well as that G4 Mac. That was a very, very nice thing for you to get. Don't steal computer parts without permission. And Eep, it's a girl. Yes, it's just pig bump rubber. Eep, Eep. Thank you very much, Angel. Appreciate it. You didn't miss much. We're unboxing the first thingy, and I should move this so you could get my my face in here. I guess if you really want. There you go. All right, there we go. Now we're all personable and such. Cats, swearing, occasional nudity. Mike's channel has it all. All right, so I should be really using my scalpel for this. I have to replace the blade anyway because it's getting dull. But I don't know what this is. I got this off eBay, but sometimes you order something off eBay and it takes forever to get here, and then you forget what it is. Any guesses? Let's guess. I know what it is, I guess. They sure packed it well. Looks like a card of some sort. Ah, yes. I remember what this is. More tape? Okay. But what card? And for what machine? Yes, I mean, when I go to rate the eBay seller of was it shipped, well and packaged well, the answer will be yes. Alright, so that was 5 minutes later. What do we have here? It is indeed a Nubus card. And this is a Radius 2-page display Nubus card. There we go. We have a DB15 connector on the front. I believe this is on eBay for only like $5 or $6 or something ridiculously cheap. The shipping was more than the card. And since I do have a monochrome Apple 2-page display, and I do have some Radius pivot monitors and Radius adapters, and in general, whenever I see anything Nubus related and it's cheap, I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a million of these out there, Adam, but this was like $5. So I'm like, sold? I don't necessarily, am going to run this with a Radius display, but I have a few Apple monochrome monitors, so why use an Apple color card? Just use one of these monochrome cards, and this should work fine. And for like under $10 shipped for a Nubus video card, I don't care if it's monochrome, I think that's a pretty fantastic deal. We'll see if it works. All the Nubus pins look like they're in order. Some of them are bent slightly, but nothing like fallen off or anything like that. So the listing said it did work. I will test it. I don't want to repeat of any other unfortunateness. I do want to test this. I'll put that in the pile to my left. I like the way you think, Adam. Get 6 of them and 6 2-page displays and run them all from a Mac 2. Yes, and then you will see this footage on YouTube before the breaker in my house catches on fire. I actually did run a Macintosh 2 with 5 displays, and it worked okay, but it ran out of memory loading the 5th one, and it sort of froze. Alright, so next box here, I know who it's from. I'll make sure the label's not on here. So this is from my good friend on Twitter and social media, and a good supporter of the channel, and a fabulous human being, Mingo Hagen. They are identified on Twitter with their portrait that James Hypertalking did with the lovely rainbow backdrop. They're in the stream sometimes, and they like to hang out here and on some other of our channels. So Mingo Hagen is very nice, and he had something that I wanted, and he just had me pay the shipping for it, which was very generous of him. So essentially, I made a joke about something, and he said, "Sure, I'll send that to you." And then he had a piece that I was missing. So I'm going to actually open up this box first, and then go with the other. Make sure. So I did open this up to make sure that it arrived well, and it did. This thing was packed beautifully. Came all the way, I think near Amsterdam or somewhere like that, far away. Oh. The power supply failed. Oops. We have a external drive of some sorts. Look at what we have here. This is a very interesting drive, and you may think this is for the Apple II. It is certainly not. This is for a Macintosh. And this is Apple's PC 5¼ inch floppy disk drive. There's a big hefty guy here. It's pretty solid. It's pretty hefty. He was using this basically as a monitor stand, and I was like, can I have it, please? And he was very, very kind and generous to send that over. So good person. And my goodness, he packed this fantastically well. And yes, this is the drive that allows you to read PC discs, whether it be DOS, 5¼ inch discs, etc. And so it's a hefty one. Now, I did have one of these drives in questionable shape, but let me explain what else he sent along. So this drive, as you see, has a very interesting connector that's not SCSI, but that's quite bigger. And Angel, thank you very much for the super chat. Eep! But however, this only allows you to read discs. It does not allow you to emulate PC hardware or software. So you can't play any PC games or anything just with this. If you had some software emulation or some hardware emulation in conjunction with this, yeah, maybe you could do that. But that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this was reading and writing PC discs, data to PC discs, so your Macintosh was more compatible. Now this came out for 2 machines. It was compatible with 2 series of machines, the Macintosh SE and the Macintosh 2 series. Now, in order for this to work with the Macintosh SE, you need a special card, and that's where this cable would plug into. This does not plug into a SCSI port. It's its own, I think it's a 36-pin connector or something like that. It's its own cable, its own connector, its own card. Now, I have the card for the Macintosh SE. I did not have the card for the Macintosh 2. You're saying if I could read those games. Eep, thank you very much. Yes, it could, I guess. I don't know what the limit of this drive is. It might be 39 pins, something like that. Yes, Adam. It's more pins than the 25-pin SCSI connector. I don't know the capacity of this drive. I'll have to check the spec sheet. Might be 360K, might be 1.2 megs. Do not know. All right, and then we have this, also from our good friend Mango Haven. And you could guess, maybe, what this is. So I told you that it needed a card that could plug in to a series of Macintosh computer. And I had the card for the Macintosh SE. Well, here's the card for the Macintosh 2 series. Look at this beast. We have that, let's see how many pins that is. They numbered them here. This is, wow, I can't read. It's so tiny. 37 pins, if this is to be believed. 37 pin connector here. So this is what I've been looking for a long time. This is the Apple Macintosh 2 PC drive card. So this plugs into a new bus Macintosh, and then you plug in the drive that we just opened up here, and that goes in right to this connector here. There you go. And then this would plug into your Macintosh and allow you PC compatibility to read and write PC formatted disks to an extent. I think that's really cool. I am doing a standalone video on this where I'll be plugging it in, testing it out. I want to set up my Macintosh 2 series, one of them. I want to set up my SE. That's why I got that big honkin' floppy drive that you saw me and Mike playing around with a few days ago for that IBM PC, because I wanted something to be able to read or write disks on a PC and put that disk, same disk, into a Mac and have it do the same thing. It's been a very expensive ordeal. Very expensive for your entertainment. But big thanks to all my supporters on Patreon and all the super chats and everything that I get, because that's how I can acquire and pay for the shipping and all that stuff for these lovely things. So this is very exciting to play around with. And I cannot wait to see how this works. I believe PC File Exchange will do the trick for this. It's very, very cool. I'm not going to test it yet. I am going to do a video about it. I want to make sure that nothing inside of that drive requires maintenance, rubber belts or capacitors or anything like that. I don't know what's inside of this drive. I don't know how it's made or anything else like that. Now, it is interesting, the same connector is on the IBM drive, but it has its own power supply. So this drive is powered by this card. So I'm going to be very interested to see what Macs this is compatible with. I do have a data sheet in my Apple binder on the shelf over there that talks about this drive, so I could know more about its capabilities and what system software it works with, etc. Yes, it is much cheaper to use 3.5-inch discs, but where would the fun be in this weird thing that I only heard about like a year ago? I think that's very cool. Exactly, Geek with Social Skills, but where's the fun in that? And then, this was unexpected, and do I have the... There was a note here, and I apologize if the note is missing, Mingo Hagen. He had a very nice note that was essentially saying, please enjoy this, pass on the fun. And yeah, I'm curious about the mechanism in there too. Yeah, I'm very excited. And so this is something that you may have seen a little bit when we were doing the Open Talk podcast. I was playing around with James, and we were talking about things and looking at things, and we had fun with a very obscure adapter that James was playing around with. And I really wanted one, but somebody on eBay got it, and that somebody was Mingo Hagen. And so now I have in my possession one of the weirdest adapters for, I guess, a computer, but this bad boy, the mouse yoke. I am certainly going to have to do a video about this thing, because this is oddware up the wazoo. This is perfect. This thing is just hilarious. So if you did not watch the video, this is essentially what it is. You strap your poor mouse into this thing, and the way it's positioned, the way it's clamped on your desk and everything, is to sort of simulate how, let's say, a plane is piloted, etc. And this is not exclusive to Macintosh, since it works with pretty much any mouse. It says Macintosh, Amiga, IBM, laptops, portables, notebooks on it. But well, I'm gonna do the video. I mean, I like Clint. I like his videos, but give me an oddware. Let me do this. Put my channel on the map. I'm jealous. So yeah, this is a pretty neat little device, and it's just a piece of hardware. It's friggin' hilarious. And actually, when James tested it, it worked quite well. It actually worked quite well. So I am certainly going to be enjoying this. Thank you so much, Mingo Hagen, for sending this along. I'm going to be playing around with that, and you will be blamed for the amount of insanity that video brings. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know if it'll work with an optical mouse, because the way it works is literally rubbing the mouse ball against the metal shaft of the device. So, Sully trained with one of those. I bet he did, Bruce. I bet he did. Yeah, the mouse picture depends on the device, the side of the box you're looking at. So let me put this. Where did I put that box? There it is. Very neatly packed floppy disk drive back in here. Dana, hello. At least we can have one Dana on the stream. How you doing, Dana? I must say, I absolutely adored your G4 all-in-one, you know, G3 all-in-one type machine that you created. That is absolutely fantastic. As I said in my tweet of it, I would buy one of those. It's absolutely ridiculous, honking, huge thing. That's what it's called in the manual, Frederick. I'm quoting the manual. It's not dirty. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. But oh, that G4. Let's see if I can bring that up. This was hilarious. This was a excellent creation by our good friend Dana, and there's so many good things. But there's this here, so I'm gonna share the screen. Let's see if we can do that. So this is the lovely monstrosity that Dana created. And just look at this. This is a Power Macintosh G4 all-in-one, also known as the Molar Mac 2. It was difficult to look at and weighed just under 1 short ton. What's the difference between a short ton and a long ton? I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference. Let me move that up a little bit. But this is just beautiful. Just look at this. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, this is hilarious. I love it. So if you are not a follower of Dana on Twitter, you better go and do that, because NanoRaptor Twitter, go there, do it now. Absolutely fantastic content. And that was not the only addition to this. You had this beauty. That metal rod would snap in two in like a microsecond. That poor rod holding up that 60-pound G3 all-in-one. Do what you have to do. You have to subscribe and follow, or whatever you do to do the thing you do on Dana's Twitter there. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, there is some tension there. It's fantastic. All right, let's get to. So we have. That was the. Wait, there was another thing. Did I forget to bring that downstairs? I forgot to bring that downstairs. Well, it was the box of things. These are cool. I want to show. I packed these on Kickstarter. These are by the company Throwboy. They used to make pillows and stuff. Now they make different pillows and stuff. But these were cool. They were little mini ones. I have one upstairs. It's the Mac OS face. But this is like a little chunky pocket pillow, they call them. This is what they call the 1984 one. And so this is like obviously like the original Mac, what they were going for here. So they have to use clever names so Apple doesn't sue them into oblivion. They are adorable. I believe you could get them on the Throwboy website. Not sponsored or anything. I supported them on Kickstarter. I got one of these things. And they also have this cute one. It's a Bondi Blue iMac. That's exactly how you say it. Anybody who else says otherwise is a liar. And it's a beautiful little recreation. Little squizzy guy. Squishy, whizzy, whatever words want to come out. They're like beanbags on the top, on the bottom. And like the rest is soft. So they're a little chunky. They're very cute. And I have them sit on my desk. That's where the macOS Finder one is that I have upstairs. It's very, very cool. Thought these were neat. They have an Apple II one, I think, as well. That might be the bigger size. They also have like a film roll and an avocado for some reason, because why not? But yeah, these are very neat. I think they're very cool. Check them out. Throwboy pillows. I'm sure you could do a search for them. Established in 2007. Yeah, I got some of them years ago. Yeah, throwboy.com. THROWBOY.com. There you go. Very cool stuff. I'm going to put those to the side. So watch me as I unbox the next thing. Now, I have no clue what's in this box. So this was one of the boxes that was there for me to pick up. Hey, Wells and Keith and anybody else I missed, hello. Welcome to the stream. Stormcrash, hello. The Mac Geek, hello. Matt, hello. Alex, hello. So, as I was saying at the top of the stream, these two boxes, this one here and the big one I can't even move right now over there. These were sitting and waiting for somebody in New Jersey to pick them up. I believe the person posted on, I forget what social media platform they posted it on, but essentially they're like, hey, I'm moving. I need this stuff gone. I'm not even there anymore. It's sitting there. Somebody go get it. Hello, NK Morpheus. I have no clue what's inside. They did tell me a number of items that they were getting rid of, and they said there was a box or two of them. And this is the second box. So it is taped, sealed. I have not opened this before now. Hopefully a bunch of cockroaches don't come out. Or killer bees, or tarantulas, or scorpions, or aliens with laser pistols. Oh, I see a SCSI cable. Well, we got parts. We have parts. Thank you, Dana, for delicately clicking the like button. Let's see if I can maneuver this so we can sort of see what's inside of here. Oh my goodness, I'm glad this didn't get jostled around. I hope it survived because got some Mac Classic parts in here, including a CRT just hanging about. My goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to have to take this out carefully because I'm glad I didn't throw this. This did get jostled around a little bit in the car, but ugh. I didn't know there was a CRT with its neck just pointing right up. Oh boy. All right. This is now turned into a rescue mission. I'll move the big box so I can move this tripod over. So we could see what the heck is inside of here. All right, so you got a hard disk 40 SCSI hard drive. Wonder what's on here. I guess we could find out. Memory card for the Macintosh Classic. Plastic thing. Oh, this is the little door, I guess, that was holding the adjustments for the Classic. Well, at least we have all the screws and stuff. Here's the logic board for the Classic. Oh, yeah, that battery went kablamo. Look at that. Sorry, you didn't see that. Look at that. That battery went boom. But actually, this thing is dirty. This thing needs an ultrasonic clean. But I don't see any trace damage. I really don't. The caps look nasty. Like, they're covered in dust and God knows what else. But I think this will work. Just a Classic. It's not a Classic 2 or anything. I'm very curious now. Alright, what else we got? We have... Oh god, this is all connected here. We have a Dremel bit. This is all connected. I think the back of the CRT is chipped. I'm not sure. And the yoke is still connected. This concerns me somewhat. I don't think it was discharged, but I guess we'll find out. This is the metal piece. Yeah, that had some rust on it. Well, we'll see, Bruce. It doesn't really look bad, though. I have a worse Classic that is destroyed that we could use for Kai's recreation board for the Classic. Definitely. But this actually doesn't look too bad. So let's move this piece of metal out of the way. Alright, this looks like it may just slide out. I see the glass looks a little weird, but I think that's just how it was from the factory. Let's take a better look. Sorry for the angle here. The analog board is hosed. The analog board has cap juice all over it. Let's get a closer look there for you fellas who would love to just see it destroyed. So just look, you could just tell that this board is leaking captures everywhere because the amount of dust that's everywhere. You just tell from that. It's just disgusting. Yeah. So we got a flyback, we got the speaker. Everything just sort of jostled in this box here. I will contact the individual to find out what the story is behind this. But yeah, I'm not about to discharge this through my fingers, so what I'm probably going to do is put this back in that box and tackle this another day. But, I mean, looking at the neck here, there is a bit of a, you know, a sharp a bit, but it doesn't look cracked. Which is amazing, because I didn't know what was in this box, and I could have treated it a bit more delicate, I suppose. But, yeah, I'm gonna move this in a moment. I really don't want to bare handle this CRT because I don't know the condition of it. I don't know how. I mean, I know it's disassembled, but yeah. Let me do this here. Put a little foam under there just to make it sit up a bit. The front looks fine. The front looks clean. So, whatever they were doing with this, I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I'm gonna slide this back in the box as best I can, because this is not something I'm gonna tackle right now. But it's something I want to keep all in one spot, and I want to keep it from getting damaged further. And if it could be saved, that would be sweet. It'd be awesome, because I have one spare CRT, and that thing has a bunch of burning on it. So what I'm going to do is take all that spare bubble wrap that we had. There goes the box. Sorry guys, 1 second. I just don't have my discharging tool right now, Adam, so it's in one of my drawers here. And I'm not going to stop the entire stream for 30 minutes to look for it. Alright. Place that over there. Let me move the camera a little bit, because we still have one box to open up. My goodness. Oh. Now there's two of me. I think one's enough. Let's see. Where did I put the tape? There it is. Put some tape on this box so it doesn't open up and spill out anywhere. In hindsight, I should have opened the box before I put it in the car. If I knew there was a bare CRT in there, I'm willing to bet Steve's life. I'm glad you are, Bruce. Thank you. Even when they are properly discharged and all that fun stuff, I'm still uneasy around CRTs. That's just me. Call me what you will. I'm just uneasy around them. Alright, so let me move this box, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we have the big box. Now I did have a peek inside the big box, but I do not know everything that is inside of the big box. So, let's, I don't even know how to waddle this over here. I think that's going to be as close as it can get. I'd prefer not to be shocked by a CRT, especially on a live stream where words will come out of my mouth. Fun words. Alright, let's see if this wants to work here. Like that? Sure. Alright, so, large box. Very large box. Yeah, we have different definitions of fun. Alright, so, let's see what's inside here. There we go, a box of screws. Ooh, looky, looky, looky. Looky what we have here. We have some goodies. Now, I knew the tower and the laptop were in here, and one other item, but we have a G4 tower. We have what looks to be a PowerBook 500 series. Yep, the rubber feet are just gone on it. They're all sticky. Back door is missing, but a lot of these don't have the back door. That's actually a beautiful shape. It was just hanging out loose in there. PowerBook 520C. I put that to the side. Let's move that to the desk here so we can just have that sit out there. All right. All right. What do you guys think? What machine do you think this is? I mean, the rubber from the the rubber from the PowerBook got all yucky on this. I'm just gonna put some tape over it so remind myself to take it off. But move this flap down. There we go. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Bruce thinks it's an MDD. Let's see. Oh boy. It is indeed a mirror drive door. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's bring that over to the table here. That is not a Quicksilver. That is a lovely mirror drive door. Power Macintosh G4. A little rust and junk on it. That's why the box was so heavy. Goodness. Got a pigtail for DVI. I think there's a wireless card in here. The rubber is disintegrating off of that. Does not have an internal modem. What a shame. Specs 1.42 gigahertz. Dual processor. I don't think I have a 1.4 dual. How about that? GeForce 4 Ti? Really? Let's see what's inside this sucker right now. Because I'm very curious. Oh, look at the size of that graphics card! Are you kidding me? Look at that! Holy crap! Oh, this is awesome! I don't think I have one of these graphics cards. I don't. This is my first one. So, yeah, let's put this back on the tripod. Let's take a look at this. Sorry, I'm very excited. I'm all over the place here. I'm all excited. I'm all excited. Yeah, the person told me there was a G4 that was heavily upgraded. Now, I do see... Alright, so there's a hard drive here. 120 gigabyte Apple-branded hard drive. We have one optical drive up here. Oh, and two more hard drives over here. No, this is not factory. This is very cursed. Oh god, I gotta show you in detail what that looks like in a second. We have a little antenna here where the modem slot used to go. But there's no modem card there. There's a piece of tape holding that down. No, I think this video card has a it has a heatsink on it. This is a GeForce titanium or whatever the heck. No, it's cursed. That's how you get the extra YouTube views. You say it's cursed, and what that screwdriver's not fitting. But look at this. I mean, there is a fan that is missing from there. So that needs to be replaced. But this was free. This was all free. So I'm not complaining at all. I am overjoyed like a kitten. So to bring everybody up to speed, there was somebody who contacted me and said, "Hey, look, I moved. There's a box of stuff where I used to live. Somebody else couldn't grab it. If you want it, it's all yours. Thank you very much, Garth, for the super chat. That is very much appreciated. Yep. It's a NVIDIA GeForce Titanium with 128 megabytes. This is my first one of those cards. I tell you, I'm going to take this out here. I'm very excited to see what this is. I want my money back. Yeah, I mean, let's see what's going on here, because yeah, I'd love to try out like Unreal Tournament on this or something. I mean, come on, that'd be cool. Yeah, I got the adapter on, Jay. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, so the fan is completely gone. And you could see they just clipped off the fan because some of the wires for the fan header were, I guess, glued or adhered to the board. And yeah, they're gone. But yeah, we can replace the fan on that. My goodness! This is really cool. I'm excited. That is neat. So this is an AGP graphics card. We got a PRAM battery in here with half of the PRAM battery holder broken off. So who knows how that happened. Oh my goodness, this is cool. I've never had one of these cards. Always was kind of tempted, but you know what? I'm not the kind of person to dump money into upgrades because, I mean, I'm not that type of person. But somebody did the work for me. We have a Wi-Fi card in here from 2007, according to the sticker. We have tons of memory in here. There's dust. Let me get some of this dust out of here. And we have this beautiful graphics card. I mean, this just cost me some time and tolls and buying my wife dinner. All things that I think are excellent to do anyway, but except pay the tolls. But wow. Hey, I would have went there just for the graphics card had I known. Well, we'll see. I think the person said it worked, but even if it didn't, the graphics card alone. All right, let me show you the why this computer reminds me of Sean's SE30. So you see that fan just sort of floating out there? You want to see how that's hanging out there? Let's take a look. So you see, this person was very creative, whoever did this. There's a fan, which what looks like a PCI card slot cover, which it is. And that screw is just screwed through there to hold the fan there, and it's just sort of wedged under the power supply. You just got this fan just dangling over here. I mean, that's not going anywhere. That's pretty solid. But yeah, I mean, it's right over this and the GPU, so that's good, I guess. The more cooling, the better. I mean, there's a ton of dust in here. But wow, that's creative. I'll give them that. There's 3 hard drives here. I have no idea if this machine works. Let's look at what's in the rest of the box. I guess we'll come back to this one, huh? I mean, dude. Oh my goodness. This is neat. I mean, the graphics card was neat. The dual processor 1.42 gigahertz was neat. The Wi-Fi card is neat. And then you have, you know, the hard drives and the... I mean, this isn't in bad shape either. DVI dongle. Wow. I'm glad I responded. I'm glad I responded. I guess because the fan is broken off the graphics card, that's probably why they decided to put an extra fan in there. So we have 2 USB ports, 2 FireWire 400, 1 FireWire 800, gigabit Ethernet, no modem port, sound in, sound out, and the Apple Pro audio speakers. Serial number of this bad boy is XB31403, V as in Victor, N as in Nancy, P as in Peter, 3. 1.42 gigahertz dual processor, 2 gigabytes of memory. It actually has 2048 megabytes of memory here. listed on here. So this was pretty maxed out from the factory. 128 gigabyte hard drive, DVD burner / CDRW. So I guess it's like a combo. No, it's just a super drive then. Unless there was 2 optical drives, but I only saw one, unless one was taken out. But anyway, it says DVD-R and CDR. GeForce GF4 Ti, and then keyboard macOS 10. So, oh man, this is really cool. I am very excited. I was kind of like another G4 Tower, but my goodness, yeah, this is definitely a configured machine. And I'm just realizing the other goodies that are in this box. So let's turn our attention back to the box. We're almost done, but we got some more to look at. Well, I think we found the case of that Macintosh Classic. I think this is a restoration. Yeah. Here's the case of this guy. And it's still got the reset buttons, the interrupt and reset buttons. How about that? Now it is dirty. It is dirty. It is very dusty. The front has been... This is very smooth. Somebody was using this for a project. They were sanding this. There's some paint on here. I don't know what they were doing. I think this is going to be the cousin. Sorry, I can't get the angle right. This is going to be the cousin to Sean's from Action Retro. His cursed Macintosh SE30. This is the unfortunate Macintosh Classic. That's what this is. Very, very unfortunate. The serial number is no longer there. Poor little guy. Yeah, they were definitely experimenting with some paint or something. But I mean, the plastics overall aren't terrible. Paint it blue. I'll paint it lime green. Lime green. Now, I knew this was in the box, and quite frankly, if this was the only thing I was driving up to get, I would have been super happy. I've never had one of these. They're a little bit expensive on eBay, and my goodness, is it nice to have one. So this is a keyboard for the Newton PDAs that Apple made. The fastest way to enter information into your Newton PDA. Look at that. So let's switch over this camera here. Just take a look at this box. This has the box too. Is like, I mean, I'm a sucker for boxes on this stuff. This is super cool. Just look at that. I can't get over it. This is... They contacted me. So there was a post of this stuff that was literally there for like a month, and I guess they cleared all of it out. I think there was also like a 7500 or 7600 and a Performa 616 and a 2SI. Would have been nice to have a 2SI. Mine's sort of being flaky. But let's open this up. Let's take a look. No, it's not empty. It's not empty. There we go. I don't think there's a Newton in here. I think it's just the keyboard. Oh, that is in beautiful shape. Oh, look at that keyboard. That is cool. And of course, we have a very interesting connector. It's the serial connector, because that's how the Newton keyboard works, via serial. And no, I don't think this will work on a Macintosh. Oh, that is neat. It's a little bit of a mushy keyboard. I mean, it's not the fanciest thing. Newton keyboard. This is in excellent shape. This is in absolutely excellent shape. Wow. Put this on Twitter for fun. Yes. Well, someone wants to share him the link or the time code. I mean, I have a Newton that this will go great with, and I'm excited to play around with it. It's awesome. Yes, Frank, it is very minty. My goodness. My goodness. We've got some bubble wrap here. I think they said there's a... Yep. There's the case. There's the case for the keyboard. It's like a leather case or a leatherette case. Has the Newton logo there. I don't know if you could see that with the reflection. There you go. Yes, I can type all my calendar events now. And we got some documentation. Heck yeah. Connecting and using your Newton keyboard. We'd like to hear from you. Probably not Apple. Maybe some people in Apple. Product registration card. There's 2 of them. Why are there 2 product registration cards? Unless one is for the device. Let's see. Please register your Newton accessory with us. And then there are return addresses for Spain, Italy, Japan, Sweden, etc. Oh, this is an international registration card. Huh? There you go. And then here's the US and Canada registration card. That's different. I did score big time. My goodness. Huge thanks to the individual who contacted me. I don't know if they want their name known, but thank you very, very much. My goodness. I am I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I mean, they contacted me. They said there was a G4 tower. They said there's a laptop. They said there's Mac Classic parts. And they said there's the Newton keyboard. See you later, Garth. Thank you very much for stopping by. But what a Newton keyboard. And what a beautiful G4 tower. I mean, yeah, the Classic is in need of some love, but I think we're the ones to do that, huh? My goodness. I gotta collect myself for a moment. This is unreal. This is unreal. Yeah, I mean, I could salvage the Apple logo off of this Classic, and then it looks like somebody put some dents into this thing too. So we're gonna make that a fun color Classic, a color Classic. Make it a fun Classic, or maybe color. Hey, we'll make it lime green and make everybody cry. Yeah, that's yeah. A Pizza Hut as a gift certificate, really? I don't know if Pizza Hut as a gift card would be an insult to them, or I mean, maybe they like Pizza Hut. I don't know. But in New York and New Jersey, especially, I don't think Pizza Hut is acceptable. Some of you folks, it seems like in the chat, you are a little bit behind. You're reacting to things that we already looked at. You may need to refresh your browser, or fast forward and press refresh or whatever. Just a heads up, you'll probably won't even hear this message till 15 minutes from now. But there you go. I know. Only for the nostalgia factor. I think there's like 2 Pizza Huts less in the tri-state area. We're not done with what's in this box. Jeez Louise. There's not too much left, but let's see what we got. We have a keyboard, which definitely has signs of somebody spilling stuff in it. You can see, well, maybe you can't see, but there's like brown residue, like coffee or stuff like that. Well, no disrespect for anybody working at Pizza Hut. I actually, when I ate that sort of stuff, Pizza Hut was a nice treat. I will tell you that. Especially when you're a kid, you get to play the jukebox and you get to play the song that's going to be playing. And you maybe put the song on repeat for 30 times and make people upset in the restaurant. Not that anybody in my family ever did that. So this is like the Pro keyboard. It's actually the later revision. It looks like there's a crack here, but I'm sure it works fine. Got another keyboard here. This is what the Apple Design 2 keyboard, missing a Function 5 key. We got a mouse. Nice. Got another mouse by the looks of it. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, we got another mouse here. Desktop mouse 2 and 1. Excellent. Oh, these are handy. And this one especially is handy. So this is the AEUI Apple Ethernet transceiver. Sorry that we're sort of off center here. The camera is at a weird angle. And not only does this do the RJ45 variation of Ethernet, but does the BNC connector as well. So either connection is my pleasure. This will plug right into that 540C, and it's probably exactly what that was used for. And yes, we have the matching Pro mouse that probably came, maybe, with this Power Macintosh. Probably did. Still clicky. Now is this the, yeah, this is the older revision. So a lot of people don't know this about these mice. Let me Let me just move to the other camera. That camera's being annoying. A lot of people don't know this about these mice, but if you turn them on the back, at least the earlier revisions, before they were just named Mouse, when they were named Pro Mouse, they actually have a dial. And that's for the sensitivity of clicking the mouse. So you have 3 settings. There's a center setting, there's a setting to the right, and a setting to the left. So you switch that, you can sort of see the indicator move, kind of, like that. I do have a thin net network. Well, I have the cables for it. So yeah, it's basically like low sensitivity, medium sensitivity, high sensitivity, or whatever. And that just slightly affects the I don't know if it's the physical resistance. Yeah, it actually feels like it is the physical resistance to clicking. That would make sense. Very slight. Very slight. But getting a M1 iMac next month. Very cool. What color? You have to tell us what color. Yeah, tell us what color. But yeah, I didn't know that until a few years ago when I was playing around with one. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I looked up the manual. All right, let's see what else is. I'm not even speaking words anymore. What else is in here? Got some floppies. Oh, never had these floppies before. They're clear. How cool is that? I've had the ones with the colors, but this is like an off-white, like an ice. That is cool. That is really cool. That is cool. Oh, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Ooh, grape. That's a good color. Got a green one. Yeah, these are... I mean, they don't have any labels on them. I'm assuming these were never used. These are very cool. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I've never had a clear one. I've had like a, like a white clear one or smoke clear or whatever you want to call it. Frosted. Frosted. Yeah, this is iMation. They're actually Mac formatted floppies, Mac branded floppies. So yeah, they went all out here. I see that. That's very cool. I'm going to put those to the side. Going to probably end up using those. And what else do we have here? Well, we have the power adapter for the PowerBook 500 series. Let's see if that baby works. And this is the original plug that plugs into here. I don't have this original plug. I mean, it's just a regular power cable, but it's an Apple one. Well, it came with Apples. And it's the gray one to match the case here. A little something shaking in the case there. Maybe we need to resolder something or something like that. But yeah, but we have the PowerBook adapter, so we're gonna have to test that PowerBook up and this G4. My goodness, this unboxing stream turned into a testing stream real fast. Only had to wait about, I don't know, 59 minutes to do so. And last but not least, we have some cables. We have a keyboard extension cable, probably came with the G4. I have a Firewire 400 cable. Not bad to have that. Power cable for the G4 has that clear end on the end of it. Oh! So somebody probably picked up the monitor for this, or they had it at one point. VGA to DVI, VGA, DB15 to VGA adapter. This came with the Apple branded monitors. You could just tell the way the plastic was. There was no Apple logo on these, so I don't know if they just purchased generic cables and shipped them. This is a very non-Apple-esque cable that they shipped with it, because you have VGA on one end and DB15 on the other, but there's no molded. They're just like there's an arrow, and I don't know if that was a generic one or not. And look at this, the little audio CD dealie for the Performa series, and then a piece of plastic. So that probably went to another machine that they had, but that's all I got. The box is empty. That's okay. The box is empty. Yeah, things are a bit sticky. All right, the box is empty. Yay! All right. Oh, that was an excellent haul. I only had to pay my time and tolls and a lovely dinner. I mean, I don't know what I like more. I mean, the PowerBook is awesome. The G4 is friggin' amazing. The keyboard. Oh man, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Pleasure overload. I have 60 people watching. Hello, everybody. I've been too preoccupied geeking out to say hello to everyone, but hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I think this classic board will clean up just fine. And if not, I got a parts board to play around with. So I'm going to put that all together here. At least the battery was removed. I'm going to have to contact this person and figure out what the deal was with the classic. Because I'm curious. Sean! Oh, Sean. We got some cursed stuff here today. Somebody went your route, Sean, and tried some chemicals on their Mac Classic case. Oh, well, thank you very much, Frederick. No. Sean is not melting it. He's not. Don't worry. Sean's not going to hurt you. He's not going to hurt you. You stay away from him. He's mine. Someone did some experimenting on this poor guy. At least the Rainbow Apple logo is still there. But that's not the cursed part. We'll get to that in a second. Let's move this keyboard out of the way. Now, it's not going to beat Sean's G4. Hey, you want to borrow my harsh chemicals? No, thank you. Now, this G4 that I got is not going to beat Sean's benchmarks of his dual G4 insane machine. But I think it's pretty darn cool. So we're going to plug it in and test it out. I don't know if it works. I hope it does. Just move all these things over to the side here. And we'll test that PowerBook in a little bit. So to recap what was in the box, spoiler alert, this lovely dual 1.42 gigahertz mirror drive door G4 with a GeForce 4 titanium 128 megabyte video card, a Wi-Fi card, and 2 gigabytes of RAM apparently for free. Jeez. PowerBook 520C. We'll see if that works. A very cursed Macintosh Classic with the CRT just wiggling around in the box. We'll see if that works. Yes, some floppies and junk. Set it to J for overclocking. No, I've seen what he does to those machines. All right, let's see if this thing has any life left in it. Turn the camera over here so you're looking at something meaningful. Yeah, we're not gonna run this thing long because I just want to see if it powers on and if it boots and such, because I have a feeling that there's a reason for some of the modifications they did. And Sean, you probably didn't see the modifications. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Grudy destroying things. I know Jay doesn't. So we're gonna open up this bad boy. And look at this! So here's the ginormous video card, which is really cool. Although the circuitry stops like here. So, okay. The copper heatsink, maxed out amount of memory. But look at this, Sean. This reminds me of your Macintosh SE30. They just added an extra fan here. Yeah, wait, there's an extra fan. And so what they did is they just took this PCI card cover, drilled a hole through it, put a screw on it, and just like wedged it under the power supply. And you know what? This fan isn't going anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. Now, there is no fan on the graphics card, so I don't know if it broke or whatever. So that's probably why they did that. So we're not going to leave this machine on for long, assuming it does turn on. But I thought that was hilarious. It's like, what is this fan doing there? I've never seen that before. Oh, I like this person. Genius. We do not need to give Sean any ideas. Very, very, very bad idea. All right, so we did get a keyboard extension cable, which I'm going to use. Let's see if this thing turns on. How about that? How about that? Sean's gonna bring a G5 to VCF East, and there's just gonna be like 8 billion fans that he added into it. They're stock, I swear. Sure they were. Sure they were. It'd always be nice if they had a front USB port on this thing, but nope, they did not add it. All right. Plug in the keyboard here. Mouse cable's a bit black. I don't know if it's shorting out or if it's just dirty, but we'll find out. Dangerous ideas are the best ideas, especially when it's not your stuff or your house to burn down. Speaking of house burning down, let's hope this thing doesn't blow up because I have to finish playing around with these things. All right. Plug it in. See what happens. It's making noise. Probably plugged in a video cable. Is that long enough to plug in the cable? This is a bad idea. Bad idea, Steven. It's a bad idea. Sorry that the fans are pointed towards the microphone. She's whisper quiet. I don't think there's any video. Sean gives me bad ideas, and we should just not be allowed to be close to each other. This power button is like jammed in there. Holding down the power button to try and turn this off. And it is not happening. I can see myself in front of the computer. This is not turning off. I'm going to pull the plug. Smells interesting. Smells interesting. I'll give it that. Let's try this again. Let's maybe reset the PRAM. I was going to reset the PRAM, guys. I was going to reset the PRAM. Anything look a little off about this keyboard to you? Anything look a little off about the keyboard to you? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What the heck did you do to me? What the hell? I mean, why? This is certainly a cursed Macintosh. Rebuild the desktop. Oh, Sean, you got in trouble? Well, you might have inspired the poor person that did this, so the joke's on me, I guess, now. What the hell? This is absolutely insane. Oh, God. Oh, this is... I don't know what to do. We're going to try pushing the power button one more time, and I guess Command Option P... R? So that would be... Yeah, DJ. Command Option DJ! Let's hear it, DJ! That power button is really stuck. It's a super Dvorak keyboard. Holding down Command Option PR does not seem to be doing anything of the sort. I mean, the hard drives are spinning up. Oh, wait, I got some... Is this cable just wonky? I got something on the screen for like half a second. Yes, there is a button on the motherboard to reset it. I will take a look at that. I was just trying to see something here. Yes, I'm aware of the button on the logic board. Yes, we'll look at that. Don't worry, folks. There we go. It just needed some time. It just needed some time, that's all. It's called a hammer. Christina, thank you very much for the kind suggestion. Just hit it with a hammer, we'll be fine. There's interesting smells coming out of this machine. It's very dusty. There we go. Yeah, alright. Whoa. What's going on here? My goodness. Yeah, erratically? Behave erratically? This machine is erratic. Oh my goodness. Got some old Wi-Fi things in here. Menu bar is hiding? What is this nonsense? Menu shade? What the heck? Yeah, no password, just boot it right up. It's got menu shade or whatever the heck. Oh my goodness. This exhaust fan putting right in my mouth is not good. Is there a CD in here? HP PhotoSmart Premium Web C309. Let's hope not, because yeah, I'm not going to explore this on a stream. Microsoft adds spyware. What the heck is this? Oh, filters, I guess. Alright, let's see this thing. Oh, there we go. 1.42 gigahertz dual Power Mac G4 processor. 2 gigabytes of memory. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is some HP driver CD for Mac and Windows. I guess we could archive that. Goodness. Info? Yeah, so we are running Tiger, for those of you who missed it. 10.4.11, latest and greatest. And that is NVIDIA GeForce 4 Titanium 4600 with 128 megabytes of memory. The starter disk name is Squee. Yeah, I have some concerns. How could I turn this awful thing off? It keeps hiding. This is infuriating. There's like a button. There's a thing. What the fudge? Come on. Come on. Turn this garbage off. Where's the dock? What corner is the dock on? Oh my lord. Digital Performer, Reason, Audacity. Yes, I'm not going to be opening anything that's personal here. These are just apps. I want to respect the person who gave this to me, but they had some emulators and cool stuff on here. Doom 3? Okay. Genesis Plus? Heck yeah. Menu shade. There we go. There we go. Turn all that off. Off. Thank you. Quit. Never open up again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's do something here. And this person was doing a lot. So I apologize for... Oh, we don't know the password, do we? There was no password. Of course there wasn't. And I'm sorry that your name is there. I did not know that. We're just gonna see if I can blind type. Even though I cannot see the keyboard keys. I'm gonna log out of this stuff here. Oh no, it's much more complex than that. This dust is getting to me. So let's set the date on this poor thing. Yes, that's my new name now. All right, let's go network. Not network. What was I doing? What was I just saying? I was gonna do something, and I didn't. So I was gonna do something. Well, classic. It's not running. This is an old PC hard drive that's empty. Let's see what we got here. No Unreal Tournament. How dare they? Oh, we got Virtual PC though. Virtual PC. That's what I was gonna do. Fix the date. Thank you. Thank goodness. Oh well, there's we're not gonna get into that. That madness is for another episode, I assure you. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, it's not Wednesday yet. Well, yeah, the weather we're just not gonna load because that server is long gone. Bye bye. What is this icon for iTunes? Who does that? Oh, the sound was all the way down. Alright, well, goodbye iTunes, my old friend. I don't think the speakers work. No sound. No sound. I just want to see one thing, if I could do it quickly. If not... There we go. I don't know which one it is, so we're gonna switch views. I just want to see something, and I know what everybody is asking. What is wrong with you? The answer is a lot. A lot. But in order to make Jay happy and pay him attention, make sure he pays attention to this stream now. We are now dragging over Unreal Tournament and just giving it a go and just seeing how it works. Maybe the disconnected speaker, because the bong is so loud it shatters your eardrums. That is the curse of this machine. Oh, I remember Bugdom. That was cool. Yeah, the video card probably was not well suited for Bugdom. Good old Bugdom. Good old Bugdom. Nanosaur was another one. What is this and what machine are you using? This is the G4 Angel. Eep! Thank you for the super chat there. Yes, it is running without the fan. As soon as this stops, we are going to turn this thing off. But it has an auxiliary fan. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. It's going to die. It's going to die. Just one quick game of Unreal Tournament won't turn that copper into goo. I promise. Alright, this thing is, I can't believe it works. I would think like the power supply would be dead or there'd be a problem. There might be a problem in a little bit. Firewire 800. Yes. Yes, sirree. That's a lot of utilities. We will make it a short game, don't worry. Jay will wake up and he'll come back and be like, I missed Unreal Tournament? What happened? What happened? Well, unarchiving this might take a little while. You can do it, come on. Come on. The new streaming machine. Why is the Mac on fire? Mommy, why is the poor Macintosh on fire? Don't pay attention to that. Let's see if I can adjust the width of this. No. Guess not. We'll just leave that alone. I was trying to adjust it slightly, but I think I screwed it up. Whatever. Ah, Virtual Springfield. That was a fun one. For any Simpsons dork, that is a fun game. I'd like to take this time to thank all of you for watching. All 60 of you, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It costs you nothing. And you get notified when I start new streams like this or I release a video. I'm releasing a video tomorrow morning. Well, it's on Patreon already, but you'll get it tomorrow morning. And we're not going to be streaming for too much longer. I got a lot of stuff to finish this evening for certain people. Multiple people. I gotta make some phone calls. I gotta do all sorts of stuff. Come on, unstuff it a little faster. Unzip it. Well, if this is a Stuff It archive, we'd be done already. But thank you very much for considering. If you are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, thank you very much. Hit the little like button, the little thumbs up guy, and click the bell if you want. You do what you have to do to make this channel fantastic. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers, which boggles my mind. Thank you. And if you do want to watch, I'm trying to watch you at 140p. Ooh, well, at least you can hear me. And if you do want to support me on Patreon, you can do so. Patreon.com/Mac84. And you do get exclusive access to videos before they're released publicly. So there's a video that's going out tomorrow. Then you would have had access to that on Wednesday. So how about that? You may ask an off-topic question as long as it's PG-13. I know, 7,000. I can't believe it. I still have my 5,000 banner up here. And before that, there's a 1,000 banner. There's going to be like a stack of banners at some point. We're about halfway done unzipping this. Well, that's an Apple-related question. There you go. I just got an Apple Data Modem 2400 and cannot find a thing at all about it. Well, that's a modem. 2400 baud modem. It's probably for the Apples and the Macintoshes. So, the support probably built into the operating system, depending on the system. Maybe 7 will have it, but you might need a disk or something. You would like to test it out? Well, that sounds like fun. Do me a favor, Frederick. If you want to email me, mac84tv@gmail.com, mac84tv@gmail.com. I'd be happy to take a look and see if I could find any information about it. You might want to see Macintosh Garden has any drivers for that, but it's probably on that Apple Legacy CD. That's the first thing I'm going to check on. So for those of you who missed the unboxing, my goodness, we got this thing. This is well, you can't see it because the screen is captured. A beautiful mirror drive door, dual 1.42 gigahertz. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. Power Macintosh. Seems to be working fine. It's got 3 hard drives in there. It's got a GeForce Titanium 128 gigabyte, megabyte rather, video card in there. It's just, this is very cool. We got a PowerBook we're going to test in a second. And we got some questionable Mac Classic parts. But I'm not complaining at all. I am super excited. We got a Newton keyboard. It's very, very happy. Very happy. The hard drives must be working hard. Or hardly working. Disk activity. Yeah, they're a bit all over the place. How do we only have 24 megabytes free? Oh, I see how it is. Inactive one. Okay, alright. I was about to say, what? 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 Bruce did not send this to me. I picked this up locally. Somebody said they were moving. They said the previous person they were giving the stuff to said they couldn't take it or whatever. And they said, you're welcome to have it if you could get there. And I said, I'm on my way. And I knew some of the stuff that was in the box, but not all of it. And I'm certainly going to ask some questions. Let's see if they responded. Certainly going to ask some questions about that that Macintosh Classic. Almost done unzipping this here. I should really keep this unzipped on the server. They have not responded. Yeah, usually the Mac modem software is built into the operating system, but no, cheap, free, F-R-E-E. I had to just drive there, pay gas, pay tolls. Gotta love New Jersey, all the tolls. Alright, so we're almost done here. While we're doing that, I think there was a fan controls that I got fairly recently. No, not the folder. Let's see if we could download those fan control, the temperature controls. I'm just very curious. This poor machine. Easy pass. Fun times. We notice you're going somewhere. We're gonna automatically debit more things from your bank account at a silly, silly rate. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. What do we got? Transfers? We got quick fans. There we go. No sensors? Oh boy, no sensors. $48°C. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think they have smog checks, but they should. Alright, let's get this bad boy running before this thing overheats and melts into a pile of copper on my desk. Easy Pass isn't bad. It's just like I go visit somewhere that I don't normally visit, and the toll is like, well, I don't often visit, and the toll is like $15, $20. And Easy Pass is like, oh, we see you've been going to that place. We're going to deduct, you know what? We've been taking, baby, $30 from your account, you know, just to cover your tolls. We're going to take $100, just, you know, just in case. It's like, where do you think I'm going? I don't go anywhere. I sit at my house all day. This is a FireWire 800 model, 1.42 gigahertz dual processor model. All right. So we got no sound here, but I'm it may affect the performance, and how. Go to settings again. Sorry, player. It's amazing how you can type on a keyboard without the proper letters on it. I like the weird guy with the green. Here he is. There's no sound. Well, that's just how it is. I know, he looks just like me. Okay, this is weird. Oh, there we go. You're running at 60 frames per second. Alright. Oh, I'm only using the single button mouse. This is going to get interesting. I can't do the zooms or the things. Oh, this is running pretty darn well, though. I mean, considering that this computer could melt into the ground at any moment. Ah, jeez. Ah, cheese and crackers. There we go. I thought that was a person. The screen I'm playing this on is very weird resolution and aspect ratio because of the scaler I'm using. And I know people are like, that is an excuse because you suck at the game. No, that's actually what's going on here. And I'm using a professional mouse. A one-button mouse. Yeah, so this is very respectable for this game, especially that everything's on high. Let's change the settings. Just to really make this thing sweat and kill itself. Not that we want to do that, but just because we tested it on the G5, we have to test it on the G4. The G4 has no sound. I don't know why. The speaker might be unplugged. It might be, you know, traumatized. This thing is running pretty damn good. Still like 30 frames per second. Now let's crank the settings down a little bit. Let's go to like normal. That's much better. And it still looks great. I mean, yeah, there weren't as many games for the Mac as there were for the PC. But this thing plays this one like a beast. Nice. Alright, so let's exit this before this poor G4 crumbles down to the ground. An Eep with an Arnold accent. So an Eep with an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. So you would normally go Eep, and then Arnold, can you talk like this? But it's a very poor impersonation. That's like an impersonation of the impersonation that people would do on the Conan O'Brien show. You know, the guy who would show up on the TV and act like Arnold. So the best I could do is Eep. I don't know. Thank you very much, Angel, for the super chat. I already talked about Virtual PC for a little bit. Eep. We're not going to be trying it out because there's no VM installed, so we're going to do that in a separate video because I'd have to install Windows, and that's not what I'm about to do right now. So let's shut this thing down. This poor thing has been running for God knows how long. It's very hot. Probably running it for over a half hour. I'm glad somebody loves my terrible impersonations. Yes, Unreal Tournament 2004 is one of my favorite games. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? The disk drive went back. Alright, so let's unplug this. Give this guy a rest. You're leaving for your camp. Well, Travis, have a good time. Enjoy. Let's see if we could notice anything about the sound. If the speaker's not plugged in or anything. It has a very warm heatsink. The graphics card one is pretty cool to the touch, though. It's like warm, but it's not hot. Alright, so the speaker is here. Right? Yeah. And that cable goes down here. And around. And somewhere. Yeah, man, I don't see any problems, but we're going to have to clean out this machine. It is dusty as anything. I mean, very, very dusty in here. And it turned your heater off. And my dual processor heater. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anything, first off, we got a pretty cool G5. I got some spare hard drives that seem to be empty, but all right. So let's put this thing on the floor. Oh boy, these are always surprise you how dense they are. Kindly put you on the ground. And let's test out that PowerBook. I don't know if this works. I have no idea. I don't think anybody's replacing Dana. I mean, truth be told, we were a bit packed as it were. But since we weren't always available, not all of us to be on the show, you know, it kind of worked out. But I have no clue what's going to happen. I think we're just going to keep it as it is. Always have interesting guests on, and Dana is always welcome back as whenever his time permits, if he has a day off or if he wants to hang out on the weekends. We welcome him back with open arms. He's definitely not going away. You're going to see more of that guy. He's like a bad penny. He always turns up, and ow, I just banged my elbow on the side of this metal power computing case. Alright, let's plug in this PowerBook adapter and hope nothing explodes, huh? Yes, Christian was. I always enjoyed talking to him, even especially about his awesome work on the Macintosh Garden website. Alright, let's see. You guys think this is going to work, or it's going to be dead as a doornail? I mean, it looks like it's in pretty darn good shape, and these plastics are always brittle, but looks can be deceiving. What do you guys say? What do you say? What do you say? You got a chime? It's got to be worth something. No screen. Yet. Oh, very dim. It's coming to life. Yeah, we got it. We got a screen. Very hard to see on camera. Caps may need to be replaced. It's starting up. You can't see it because of the camera angle. There we go. Look at that. It's a PowerBook 540. I'm sorry, 520C. The LCD screen has a bit of a yellow tint to it. Hope can drive a man insane. Interesting title of this. Drink the Hudson. Oh, uh-oh. What's that all about? What'd you do? You silly machine, you? Somebody's unhappy. Somebody's very unhappy. Who's been a naughty PowerBook? Well, it was working. I think it might need some capacitors replaced. I opened the secret file and it got upset. I shouldn't have drank the Hudson, obviously. Yeah, I think the capacitors on the screen, I'm assuming, are on its way out. I mean, they had a perfect image there for a second. Now it's just garbage. At least its final moments were broadcasted live across the nation, across the world. Well, I could probably use the parts from the other PowerBooks to fix this up. Still got batteries in there? They're not even corroded. Oh my goodness. You are a bad PowerBook. It's right, you're a bad one. Just gonna reset the PRAM. That fixes everything, according to every Macintosh Facebook group post I've ever seen. That's not doing absolutely nothing. At least the outside is in good condition because all we get is that on the screen. Could be the ribbon cable, could be capacitors. I'm going to guess capacitors because it was working and then all of a sudden, nope. It's hacking your home. The network is down. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I wish this was that PowerBook for Independence Day. No, that was a PowerBook, what was it, 3400 or 5300? One of those. I mean, there was a prototype of that, but... I know, I gotta learn how to battery. Somebody needs to tell me how to battery. Let's see if we could shut this thing down. I mean, we saw some signs of life, so that's good. But I know that they said the PowerBook was in faulty condition. But I have to reread the post to see exactly what was going on. Yeah, she's not happy. He's not happy. Oh, a tour. That is really cool. I hope you back those up. That would have been neat to have. I mean, those scripts are pretty neat. Send me an email if you figure that out, a tour. That's... I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. That'd be cool. Mac84tv@gmail.com if you want to talk about that. That's neat. Yeah, I could plug in an external screen, but I don't want to get out a CRT and the PowerBook adapter and all that stuff. There's probably a dialogue on there that I just can't see. I know that where the caps are located on this screen because I electrocuted myself on them when I was young. I was holding the screen like this and I was like, yeah, that was not fun. It was not fun at all. Well, we're going to gracefully unplug this, and by gracefully, I mean ungracefully. Yeah. So, looks pretty, but looks to be deceiving. So we're going to put these batteries back in there. I'm going to put the clip on them so I'm not making any contact. Well, actually let me put the battery in like that. Or is it going to be... Well, there goes the plastic piece. Or is it going to be a pain in the butt? Yeah, let me put some tape over it. I don't want it further corroding or whatever. Well, I do have some things to do tonight, so I'm not going to recap the classic tonight. I actually have some boards I have to fix and ultrasonically clean and such. But you'll see that soon, maybe Sunday or Monday. We'll take a look at it. Yes, all the stuff in that box, the G4, the classic parts, the PowerBook, they're all for the magical price of free. All right, there is some corrosion on this battery, but not a lot of it. What is away for a bit? Well, you missed the G4 working very nicely, and you missed this PowerBook having its last signs of life broadcast live across the world. This poor little guy. Poor little guy. I mean, this thing is in very good condition. It's only missing the door. I have a spare door somewhere. I am very, very pleased with this. Very, very pleased. Not near Mawa. I mean, it's not close, but it's not far, I guess. Oh, boy. Well, that's neat. You still have those files that I'm just kind of curious. That'd be neat to look into. And just different revisions of scripts and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it is a chunky laptop. It's a chunky boy there. Very, very neat. Very neat. Just gonna look through the chat here. Some questions. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I went to a car show in Lincoln and waited a few years back. Oh, there you go. New Jersey is a small state until you have to drive through it. That's just how it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take a look at this classic under the microscope. The classic board. Let's take a look at. We're not gonna fix it, but I am curious about the battery damage. Let's see if the microscope wants to work. This camera always gets a little finicky. Wagon 67. Neat. Very cool. Come on, Mr. Microscope. Do you want to work today? Do you want your cable to plug into the camera and you magically work? I fear his Arnold voice is terrible, terrible impersonations. Yep, people keep asking for more. I don't know why. Maybe it's like one of those things like a train wreck, like you can't look away. It's so horrendous. I need to get screws for this lovely mount that Justin Morgan donated to me, but I need to get the screws to actually secure it, otherwise it's just going to dangle around here and not do much of anything. I mean, it still helps, but... I went to New Jersey for the casino and then got lost. Got out of this. I don't blame you. A lot of people do the same. A lot of people do the same. Alright, so let's go over here and let's see if we want to convince our microscope to work. Well, it would help if... no, it is plugged in. What am I talking about? Let's unplug this. Unplug that for a while. Just to give this computer one less USB device to be concerned about. Because this thing gets a little cranky. There we go. There we go. Yay. Alright, so we're going to be looking at this this classic board real quick. To hang out with Bon Jovi. Oh yes, on my private yacht all the time. All the time. Right between as I'm buying golden gooses. You hear that? He said he hangs out with the celebrities. He wasn't doing it in a sarcastic voice at all. Alright. Ooh, my goodness. This might have a wee bit of dust on it. What do you say, Bruce? Oh my goodness. It's just got a little bit of dust in there. Just a wee bit. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this thing done leaked. Oof. Oh my goodness. See, even if I recapped this thing right now, I highly doubt it would even work because of... I guess it doesn't look too bad. We got some... Sean's like, looks good to me. Fire it up, put AUX on it. Send it out the door. You're good. You're good. There's some green on the chips here. This guy has some rust on it. This little diode, whatever he is, regulator, whatever thingy, will likely need some replacement. A lot of this stuff is very crusty. Move this crystal up, and oh, look at that! Look at all the stuff hiding under it. Oof. Ugh. 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 This whole thing needs to be cleaned. That's the problem with this. What should we do with this guy? What should we do with this thing? I mean, this poor little guy. Neglected on the side of the road, kind of. Rust in the scuzzy ports. Just yearning to live. I take the battery holder off. I mean, I think that's the least of our concerns. I mean, it's corroded through a little bit, kinda. Let's see if we can adjust this here. It's not happy. This board was in the box of free goodies. Let's see if there's any problems. Some scratches. I don't see anything like ripped off the back, so that's good. It's a Macintosh Classic board. What do you guys think? Should I try and mess around with this now, or wait till another stream? You guys got places to be, things to do? I mean, I don't think I have very strong doubts that this thing is just going to spring to life because of how disgusting it is. I mean, Sean's SE30 board was nasty, but this one, I don't know. I mean, this thing needs some loving. I guess we gotta fix it. I guess you've convinced me. Impromptu. So this is a theme. We unbox things and then there's an impromptu recapping. Oh my goodness. I smell a theme here. Oh gosh, look at this one. It's horrible. Oh yeah, there's that trace. Oopsie. I think Bruce is just crying in the corner. It's like this poor classic. No, Bruce is saying, well, it's just a classic. It's just a classic. If I were a classic, I would be sad. Because I only have a 4 megabyte memory limit or something like that. Was it 4 megs, 10 megs? Ugh. Look at this! This is horrible! Got some red thread here. Dude, no! We say it's just a classic because the Classic 2 is a superior machine. That's where that comes from. I'm gonna do a little test here with a little cotton swab here. Let's see how clean we can get this. Before, after, before, after. This thing is nasty. This thing is nasty. All right. All right. What are we gonna do? I guess we gotta recap it. I mean, we're kind of required by law to do it now. I don't make the rules. I really don't. I mean, we're just required by law to look at this thing and try and save it. I think if Sean says so. I mean, if Sean is still here and if he says so, I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it. So where do we go when we want to learn about these machines and what capacitors they need? Well, my best friend's website, Mr. Brankus. That's not actually his name, so he's not actually my best friend. He's a friend of mine. I hear the Brankuses are big into electronics, but I don't know. There's this mysterious guy. No, I'm just kidding. This is Bruce's website. You know Bruce from Brankus Creations. Don't listen to my funny business. He has an excellent website, Recap a Mac. Go there. Subscribe to him on YouTube, on Brankus Creations on YouTube. And we're going to go here. We're going to select the Macintosh Classic. And we're going to look at this and see what caps we need. And we only need 2 different varieties. This is only an 8 capacitor board. We need 7 47 microfarad 16 volt and 1 50 microfarad, 1 microfarad 50 volt. That's going to be it. So we could do this fairly simply, I think. Let's see if this thing wants to work or not. Bruce's last name is Creations, so it's Mr. Creations. Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. Creations. Mr. Creations. Mr. Creations is no longer watching the stream. He's probably asleep. I don't blame him. It's a Saturday. Alright, so let's get these caps the heck off this board. Huh? Need some flux. Need a heat gun. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's Mr. Brankus. That's Mr. Brankus to you. So all 40 of you, thank you very much for sticking around. We're just doing an impromptu recapping now, I guess. I mean, I have no choice in the matter. The people have spoken. Alright, so we're going to put some of this Kapton tape on here. And what that's going to help us do is try to reduce the amount of melted plastic. Now, I do say, anybody who sends me boards and such like this, even though this is my own, plastic is brittle. It can melt. I try my best, but sometimes, you know, you run into things and you can't fix them all. So, I'm going to try and be gentle to this poor soul. He's had a long night. He had a long night. I have no idea. I'm just making excuses for him not being here. He's probably trying to relax and not talk to one of us Mac crazy people for like 5 minutes. Who could blame him? Who could blame him? Alright, what we got going on here? It's 2 a.m. for you. Well, heat gun time. Let's see if these guys want to pop off or if they want to be gentle about it. Oh, these smell awful. These are worse than Sean's. I'm gonna have to. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna have to just stab the plastic in there because it's just gonna pop because it can't really move because of this heat shield. It's really snug in there. It's my own board. I can do what I want with it. Not a customer's board. It's my own. It's cursed. We're gonna fix it. Now I did get some suggestions about twisting and pulling capacitors off of the board. Now, while I don't generally recommend that, I do understand that if you use a lot of flux, if you're careful about it, some individuals say that it is something that you can accomplish without damaging things. And I'm not saying that they're wrong, just saying it's a preference, especially with the condition that a lot of the boards I find are in. I generally don't like to put the extra risk of those caps just not wanting to come off. But I could totally understand if that's something you want to do. It's your own system. There are certainly ways to remove these caps carefully. Even if you twist them off, there's different ways of doing that. Oh, that one just went, ooh, it just went back. And where's my trash bin? I need my trash bin. Yeah, I just wanted to discuss that, because that's a thought. Move this trash can over here. Alright. I like to keep the pads, they're all pretty. Yeah, look at this guy. Oof. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying what anybody else is doing is wrong or anything. I'm just saying this is what I prefer. This is what I'm going to do. And, you know, if twisting off caps with whatever method you want to do works for you, then I'm not going to stop you. It's your machine. Might even give me more business. How about that? I do certainly get a lot of individuals who will say, hey, I need help with this. And I go, okay, well, here's my fee. And I go, okay, I'm going to try it myself. And then they come back to me and say, all right, I need you to do it now. I'm like, well, you realized you went ahead to go at it. And for better or worse, you made an attempt. Oh, that one just came right off. Okay. I went to nudge it, and the whole cap came right off. How about that? I said, you know, you made an attempt, and well, you sort of made things harder for me, so I have to change my quote. They're going, what? I removed the caps. It's easier for you. I put new ones on. Yeah, but it still doesn't work, so there are problems that we have to look at now. Well, thank you very much, Frederick. And I did start going through my repair requests just the other day. There are some submissions from June that I have not responded to yet, so I apologize. But I did get through a lot of the backlog there. This one just came right off. So if you were waiting for a response, check your email. Oh, this is nasty. Ow. Metal hot. Metal hot. Fire indeed hot. That one's for Mike, if Mike is still watching. Just trying to see if it wanted to come clean. I mean, technically I'm wiggling this a little bit, but I kind of feel it like it's loose. Yeah, there it is. Those are the worst to do because they're right up against the plastic, and I guarantee that there is a little bit of melting going on there. Let's see. Just do mine on the stream in an Arnold device with all these capacitors and such of these things. and so on. And these are the things that I like the things. Yeah, we got a little bit of plastic melting there, but I don't necessarily care. This is my machine, and we did have to apply a lot of heat in this area, but my goodness, how disgusting is that? Ugh. 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 Frederick, did you submit the form already, or are you just talking about something that you plan to give me a ring about, talk to me about recapping one of your machines? I forget if I sent you a message. Let's see how this cleans up. Not too bad. Not horrible. There's a lot of gunk there. Back in June. Okay, great. I did not get to the June submissions yet, so my apologies. I will take a look at that and get back to you. It wasn't one of those all-in-one Macs, was it? It wasn't like a Macintosh TV. I got like 4 or 5 requests for Macintosh TVs, and from the symptoms, it sounds like the analog board, and I'm like, I really don't want somebody shipping me a Macintosh TV. I mean, I'll take the logic board and I'll recap it, but I got like 3 or 4 requests for Macintosh TVs all of a sudden. I mean, I could do them, but that TV tuner card is like 1 billion capacitors on it alone. So, it's not going to be fun. Classic 2. Ah, okay, good. Be a little bit easier. To the chopper you must get. To the chopper you must get. Right the capacitors cleaned you must. Yes. Mm. And now all the subscribers leave from the channel. So what the hell is this guy doing? I don't like his voices. They scare me. Alright, doesn't look too bad. Oh boy, yeah, we have some corrosion going on over here. Let's take a look at the old multimeter. Very curious if this is still making a connection. So here we have where that capacitor was that we just removed. Alright, even though there's some nastiness there, these pads are still miraculously making a connection. Great. Make the connection you must with the force. That's not even that's just words. It's not even a good impression. It's not even an attempted impression. It's just talking funny. My apologies to Frank Oz. Alright, let's get these little solder balls out of the way. This is what happens when you have old solder and you heat it up. You sometimes get these little microscopic solder balls. And they'll all be cleaned away when I give this an ultrasonic clean. But my goodness, look at this gunk just hanging around here. Ugh. No. Misa no clean up of this border. No. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this with a Q-tip, but I'm just curious how nasty some of these things are. Eugh. Yeah. Oh, the 3 legs ones. I think, yeah, Adrian just did a video, maybe it was on his second channel, about this IBM that he's been playing with, and he had a card that just kept popping tantalums, and he was able to find the 3-legged ones. I think the third one is just ground, or maybe it's just, I forget. But oh, look at that! We got some of the look at this. That's right between the caps, so I don't know what happened there. Oh, was that when I was moving? Yeah, I might have. Well, if I was moving the scalpel like this and I went, ugh. Yeah, maybe that was when I moved that cap and my scalpel hit that, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. don't know, Mr. Bullwinkle. That sounds like a terrible idea. Well, I don't think it's that bad. See, I can't. I know how their voices vaguely sound. And that's just a terrible impression. I sure sound like Homer Simpson. Very. Oh God, that's a horrible impression. Yeah, Marge. That's not too bad. All right, let's get more of these caps off before you have to hear more of my horrible, 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 horrible out of tune impressions. This is what you're all watching for. He's gonna snap any minute. Let's keep watching. Just trying to get some of like the dirt and the dust out of here, so when I take these caps off, it's not as horrid. But I don't think that's gonna really help me too much. Before I email you about my dead Quadra 800, do you take Mac Pro dual CPU trays as a payment option? We'll consider it, MSX Tech. Sure. Why don't you send me the details in an email and we'll see. All right. Or just go to mac84.net/services, fill out that form, put all the details in there, and we'll get back to you in an orderly fashion. I got 5160 after years, and I have a CGA monitor too, but it has the pop tantalum, and I've been too scared about getting the caps wrong to do it. Well, the thing is, the caps are the caps. Those parts are parts. As long as you're putting them on the correct way, they should be fine. Now, as you may have seen in that video I was referring to that Adrian did, did I put the flux in the wrong place? I am. The reason for the tantalum popping was there was a fault on the board somewhere, so it was certainly an issue other than just the tantalum, I think, in that regard. Alright, so I don't have too much more time here. I do have to fix some other... Well, I have other matters to attend to later today, but let's try and get the caps off of this thing and press on. You know, I'm going to put some of this tape over the serial number label thingy. Just so we don't burn the whole thing off. Oh, this one smells awful. Oof! That's a stinky one. That's a stinky one. Very stinky. All right, we have 2 more caps, and then we're just in cleaning mode, and let's see what we can do, huh? Huh? Alright, these are the last 2 caps here to get off, and I'm sure that they're going to smell just like the rest of them. We're right next to the sound. No, not the sound. The reset button here. put that metal. See if we can bend that a little bit more. That's fine. That should be okay. And these little ones usually come off easier because there's just usually easier. Look at that. Came right off. Came right off. No problem. Uh-oh. Yay! Those caps ain't hurting nobody no mores. But the damage has likely been done. Oh, it smells awful. It smells like burned dust and old food and... Ugh. Some of these caps fell on the floor, so I'm just gonna... throw them in the trash. Alright. Alright, let's clean this up. Let's just pour some alcohol over this thing. Ugh, this is just nasty. The toothbrush somewhere. Where did it go? Where did it go? Well, Mike gave me an electric toothbrush to try. I haven't charged it, so hopefully it works. Oh, I need the head thing for it. I don't have that. Oh. I guess I'll have to find the old standard model. Here we go. Here's one. Oh, there's so much gunk all over this board. This. My goodness. I mean, this will obviously go in the ultrasonic cleaner, but if we're going to put some caps on it and try it and test it out, well, gotta clean some of this gunk off of here. Because all these pins are dull looking. Everything is dusty and dirty. And that's not good. That's not good at all. Crusty classic. He's a crusty classic there, SpongeBob. You only need 4 megabytes of RAM. Yep, yeah, I knew that was going to snap. I was bending it a little too much there. That's okay, we'll solder that thing back on. It's a bit aggressive with my brushing, maybe, perhaps. Just a wee bit. Alright, let's try and get this battery terminal off there. It's gonna be fun. You stayed for the voices! Well, not a lot of people do, so I give you credit for that. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, what's the best way to do this? Should I just break this whole plastic thing off? I mean, it's pretty nasty. Let's just add some flux to the back and see if we can solder that up. Solder that off. Steve is soldering it up. Oh, actually, turn it off. We're going to need a larger soldering tip. Let's go for this guy here. Well, thank you. I think I have some personality, and it's fun. Too much Arnold there. This is from 90, 91, something like that. Yeah, copyright date of 1990. I think it came out in 90 or 91. Still here for the Macs. Well, I'm glad, because the Macs are what we focus on here. We are silly, and we do weird things, and we refer to ourselves in the third person. But we're here to fix Macs, man. That's what I'm trying to do here. So this poor thing came to me in a very sad state, and I just didn't want to leave it. Now, the analog board is going to have to be fixed. That's a whole other story. I have not graduated to dealing with analog boards yet. I get a lot of requests for them. It's really something I'm just not doing right now. Not yet. So I'm just going to put some fresh solder onto this little joint here for the battery holder, just to try and loosen it up a little bit. I might even just be able to, might not be able to do this under the microscope, but I'm just going to pull it from the other side and see if we could just get that out. Yep, there we go. Came right out. And yeah, the other metal, the other metal part went bye-bye. There's a part of that is missing. Take a look at that in a second. So yeah, that's that's a bit problematic. It's only the PRAM battery. Thank you everybody who is watching. If you did not like this video already, could you please consider it? That tells YouTube that you like what you see. And it counts as engagement and all that fun stuff. So if you do enjoy this channel, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy me, if you enjoy Max, please consider giving this channel a little bit of love in the department of interactions there. Be greatly appreciated. So this is where the battery was. We can now get to the side of this little chip here. Clean that a little bit. Time to reset the PRAM. Oh, you missed a whole unboxing? And this poor little logic board, which needs a lot of love to get working again, this Macintosh Classic logic board, was just part of the goodies that we found. And so we're just doing a very impromptu recapping on this. We ripped out all of the caps, gently of course. Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of crud on here still from where that battery went bye-bye. Yes. But we're going to see if this thing has any life left into it. into it, in it. Words are hard. Words are hard. There's still some copper there. Sorry for all the squeaky noises, but trying to get that out of there. And then on the other side, that's where we pulled out the other battery terminal. But we don't have to really worry about that right now. As long as nothing is shorting out here, I think we're all good. I mean, this chip just has black all over it. Just like there's no copper, no silver, no. You can't see. It's just all. It's all dirty. This was right next to the battery, so you could see there's some green on it. Yuck. Hello, CS Waffy. How are you? We're just cleaning up this classic board here. We're going to slap some new caps on it in a little bit. I think we're about ready to do that. Let me just put some little dabs of flux around here. We're going to work some of that old solder off. Let's see what else. Where else? Where are the caps over here? There are 8 capacitors on this board. So let's get our solder wick out. Here it is. Hey, Dave. Thank you for joining. Well, you found your Mac Classic is a Sans Mac Classic. It has a mono VGA monitor. I have a G4 Mac Mini in there. Found a Chase Keep on eBay and got ideas. That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I mean, you didn't kill the machine or anything. So I call that a good repurposing of parts. Alright, so we're trying to just tidy up this Classic here. This tip is probably way too big for what we're doing. We're just going to be very careful with this. We'll switch to the other one in a moment. This is my board. This is not a board of a client's or anything. This was part of a box of freebies today. And since the boards, the analog board that came with this machine was in such a sorry state, I would assume that this board, or the computer rather, and the board, I mean those caps look nasty, was just left for dead. They thought, it's garbage. Oh, that smells awful. Maybe we'll have a scratch and sniff at VCF. What does this smell like to you? Oh god, that's a nasty capacitor. Oof. Oof. You were listening on the way home? My goodness, Dave. That is, first off, fan dedication of the year award goes to you. This is very, very kind of you. I hope I made your travel home a little bit easier. Happy Friday, happy weekend, everybody. We made it. We made it. We certainly did. My goodness, what a week I had. But that's nearly something that I gotta work around with. Nothing to concern you folks. Some good things happened this week, though. Some very good things. things that I might not be able to share, but some very cool things that are upcoming that you might see on the YouTube soon. With some people. Some very nice people. Who have a lot more subscribers than I do. Alright. Wait, there are people with more subscribers than you? I know! I know. I don't know why. I don't know how. I actually get quite a bit of comments, and maybe they're just spam, but they're like, you should have more subscribers. I like your content. And I'm like, thank you! I got no control over that. I mean, I do. I guess if I was spitting out non-live videos, I think those really get people's attention, but that requires a lot of time and a lot of effort, and my hat goes off to those individuals who are able to do that consistently, because you know, sometimes I can get a video out in a week and then do another one the next week, and sometimes it's like, well, I'll just do a live stream and I'll do a scripted video the week after or something like that, and it's just, you know, do my own thing. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these here. Crafted the immersions. What cable did the rabbit chew on? VGA? No, it was a speaker cable that carried power and data to a set of powered speakers. So the bunny's okay. I didn't even notice it until like a day or so after. I was tinkering around with the speakers. I'm like, why aren't the speakers working? Yeah, they escaped over to my area, which concerns me because there's a lot of wires that are just like hanging around here. And they chewed right through it. Now, it's just a mini 8-DIN connector, so the same type of cable that Apple used for their serial port cables. So I actually replaced the speaker's cable that was all chewed up with an Apple cable, and didn't work. So I have a spare set of speakers. I'm using them now. I don't really use the speakers all too much, except when I'm like watching a video or watching some stream or listening to music while I'm offline. You know, because I would love to listen to music and do this right now, but the fine copyright owners would not generally agree with me doing that. So, yeah. Some of this is a little nasty, but put some fresh solder over that. That should be fine. Same with this. I don't mind if this gets exposed there, just to get some of that nastiness off of there. And this is my board, so I can do what I like. Please. This scalpel needs to be replaced. Let's see if we get through this repair with it, and then decommission it. End of life it. I know, it's very silly, but antiquated copyright laws are also silly. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean, obviously, I'm on a platform. They have their own rules. You have to abide by those rules to, you know, do what you got to do. So, oh well. Just want to clean up this little thing, which is very doity. That's why I sing! And there go the subscribers. I'm out of here. He's starting to sing again. Just no. I paid him specifically not to sing. Dear Mr. Mac84, while we were watching your live stream, you started singing, and my dog started barking. Please refrain from singing in future live streams. Thank you very much. Alrighty. I still have my hat on from when I was traveling around. As soon as I came home, I started this well. That's okay. Where'd the flux go? There it is. Flux! So we're just going to be putting a little bit of solder on there to mask some of the exposed copper so that doesn't oxidize or anything nasty. And look at that. That cleaned up pretty nice. All right. Thank you very much, Chris. Eep! Alternate title, Mac84 Karaoke Edition. Oh my goodness. Forgive me for your Twitter notification, Steve. I thought you'd be asleep by now. Nah, it's only 9:39 p.m. 9:39 p.m.? I started this stream 2.5 hours ago. Oh my goodness. It's almost recapped. Almost. So we're gonna switch our soldering iron tip to a smaller one. I'm gonna slap some caps on there. We're gonna test this sucker out, and we're gonna go on our merry way. I have it on good authority that my pal Bruce from Brankus Creations is streaming tomorrow, and we might also get a stream from my good friend Mike of Mike's Mac Shack. So I will be releasing a scripted video and scheduling that to go out tomorrow. I have some work to do on that and some other collaborations I gotta finish up tonight. So I cannot spend a lot more time on this. I apologize. We're just gonna try and get this done. And see what happens. All right. Any treatments apart from ultrasonic cleaning that'll safely get the green, gray gunk and scale off of icy legs there. You know, isopropyl alcohol will do that to a degree. You know, a scalpel will help you scrape that off, but really to get it really cleaned, even if you get one of those little ultrasonic cleaners and you just, you know, let's take the hat off because you can't see my face, it's very dark. Looks like one of my old streams. My God, where does hair go? You can get most of it off, but sometimes it's just, you get one of those little ultrasonic cleaners, they'll do wonders on it. But all right, let's see what we can do here. We are very cramped on space here. That's plastic. We don't want that. It's something metal. Metal. Oh yeah, I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying there's intricacies to things. And the recording industry and their copyright lawyers have all the nuance of a sledgehammer, in my personal opinion. Which nobody's asking for anyway. Alright, let's get the proper tip here that we want to use. Turn this back on. Yeah, cleaning vinegar will do a great job, and then it has to be washed off. Yeah, I mean, if you use vinegar, then isopropyl alcohol might help to wash it off, but that might be a great solution. You try that. All right, so let's get the caps off. Well, the caps on. Caps on, caps off. I was not planning on doing this. So let me get those capacitors here. Alrighty. Where do those go? Alright, so we need a bunch of 4716 and then one other one here. And I need to open up that Recap of Mac site again. So I'll go to recapmac.com, go to Macintosh Classic, and confirm how many we need of each. Nope. 4716s. We need how many? Whoops. We need 7. Perfect. Here's an old batch of 7 of them. And how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's one loose one in here. It's actually 2. Perfect. Right. And then we just need one 50-volt capacitor. Now I am running low on them. I only have like literally a handful left, if that. Not even. Found them the other night, so they have to be within spitting distance here. Here's the empty bag. Need to order more of them, that's for sure. Yeah, here they are. 2 left. I only got 2 of these. But I only need 1 right now. There it goes. And I have to order more of these. I'm going to take a picture with my phone right now. There we go. Alright. Let's hope we're not wasting a cap here. These are in high demand. Alright, so on our recapping guide, we see that the 50-volt capacitor goes here. Put some flux on there. And we are going to place that on the board. And we'll be wrapping this up probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes, so I thank you everybody for stopping by. But we have a little bit of ways to go. We're just going to put these caps on. We're going to give this a quick test, and if it blows up in our face, well, we tried. Whenever I approach things from this angle, I can't really do it correctly. But let's try a slightly different angle here. And there's a huge chance that this board will just not work because of the disgustingness that has happened to it. But we'll see. So yeah, the Macintosh Classic is not a horrible machine. I mean, it was a machine that was a lower end machine that Apple introduced. It was as low as $1,000 sometime in its life, without a hard drive. So you know, if you could use an external hard drive, or if you just were booting off of a floppy. You know, it was one of those machines that, well, probably afford a little bit easier than previously. My hands are not really working with me today. Come on. And, you know, it does have limitations, the memory limit and so on and so forth, but, you know, the Macintosh Classic has less expandability than the Macintosh SE, you know, which has the PDS slot and everything. but it's a Macintosh Classic. It's not a Macintosh SE. Yes, this is the classic logic board from that haul. That's why we're looking at it. Otherwise, I would have not jumped right into an impromptu. Well, I might have, but there wouldn't have been as much of a demand for me to just be like, "Yeah, do it, come on." But this thing has sitting for God knows how long in this condition, and we're gonna try and make it all better. I'm just trying to get as much solder off of that, old solder off of that as possible. I know there's still a good amount of old solder on there, but to me it's negligible. It's okay. All right, so the next caps we got to put on are the other 4716. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more caps to go, and that's the rest of them. So let's take those off. Whoopsie, one went flying. Put some flux on the board. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, that was partially off camera, but you get the idea. You've seen recapping before. I sure hope so, because I'm not really explaining a lot as I go along. But if you do want to learn how to solder, you just want to get a beginner's tutorial, my friend Bruce of Brankus Creations. Wow, I butchered that. My friend Bruce of Brankus Creations just released part 2 of his Beginner's Guide to Soldering series. Obviously, start with part 1 if you're new and you have not seen his video before, but I know a lot of you have, because he has excellent channel, excellent content. And it is a fantastic tutorial of how to start soldering, and he uses a solder kit, which is pretty cool. So he shows you how to start soldering with one of those little solder kits. And I think it's an excellent tutorial. Please check out that video. Subscribe to Brankus Creations here on YouTube. That is his excellent channel. And wow, this pad does not want to... I'm not really going to worry too much about it, because this is mine. I could always redo it. It's not a client's or whatever. I'm being a little sloppy. This is not, something I'm going to spend a lot of time with, because, like I said, unfortunately, I have other things I must attend to today. And I'm burning daylight. Bruce is here! He's back! So Bruce, you probably weren't paying attention before. How many shoutouts did I give you where you were off having breakfast? We're just lazing around? Huh? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. How you doing, Bruce? This is that nasty Macintosh Classic logic board that we just found that needs more solder. So the demand was to try and get it working again. And these pads are not the best, but we're not going to spend too much time. Like I said, I gotta run it a little bit. But we're gonna try. I heard most recent one. There'll be a quiz after the show. While we're here, I gotta fix this little guy up, because I just butchered this guy's little leg while I was scrubbing around with the toothbrush before. It would help if I cleaned the solder tip. There we go. And it would also help if I use my tweezers. What the heck? When you don't want something to stick to something, it happens. But when you do... Really? Maybe because the fan is pointing right at it. That's probably... probably not helping things. I mean, this could be there's just a bunch of gunk on there and it doesn't want to do anything. We need more flux! Too much flux! Too late now! There we go. That'll work for now. It's not going to go anywhere. Alright. Got 4 more caps to go. And they go all in a straight line here. Let's get these on the board. Sit down, you lads, as Bruce tells you the story of Brankus Creations. Once upon a time, there was a sad Macintosh. And Bruce fixed it. E.N. Wasn't that a nice story? I like stories. It's light speed to Endor! Yeah, I should have finished this at a different time, but we're already in the middle of it. And I don't know if this thing's actually going to boot up. Sort of like show and tell. It's like, you know, we opened up a box, we played around with some machines, now we're soldering. This is like a Mac84 variety show. You got a little bit of everything today. Whether you like it or not. I mean, some singing aspects I'm sure you could have done without, but... yeah, these pads, I could have done a better job cleaning them. There's quite a bit that does not want to stick to them fully, but you know what, it'll work for this. This is my personal board. I'm doing it kind of quick and dirty here. Alright, all the caps are on. Let's catch up on the chat here. Now this is pod racing! Alright, usually follows melting plastic and liquid fats. What's the jelly stuff you put on before heating the board? What's that? That is flux! So flux is a magical liquid that is magical. And what it helps do is make sure the solder gets to where it has to. It adheres to the metal. It is sort of like a helpful glue that is made out of magnets and magic that sort of binds the solder to the pads and the components in a nice way. There is a small amount of flux in most of the solder that you would be using for this type of work, but I like using flux, especially on a board like this that is a bit dirty, a bit old, a bit crusty, needs all the help it could get. And it is non-conductive, so I could put it on the board. I could not worry about it. This is no clean flux, so technically I could leave it on the board. I don't have to really worry about cleaning it off. I'm going to ultrasonically clean this board sometime in the future, so I will do that. However, it is pretty safe for me to just leave this on the board. May get sticky and blah, blah, but, you know, that's future Steve's problem. I hope that somewhat answered your question. Funny. Alright, so we're just about to test this board. A lot of these chips are still very questionable to me. They're very dark. The solder has formed little balls around some of them, which is concerning. If you do want to learn about the basics of soldering, there's somebody who will guide you through the details of it. Again, check out Brankus Creations on YouTube. He's here in the chat. Or go to his website, recapamac.com, and you can select the link to his YouTube channel. But essentially, he has some great, excellent beginner's guide to soldering tutorials that you should check out if you're interested at soldering, even just to try it out, or you just want to learn more about it. Be fantastic. Yeah, see, some of these are just absolutely disgusting. And it's very concerning, but, I mean, we're going to try it, I guess. We're going backwards now? Alright, so I just realized I sort of built myself into a corner here because I can't... Well, where'd I put the classic? the classic chassis that I test with is well, it's behind a mountain of stuff. So let me go grab that, and I'll be right back in a moment, and we'll test this sucker. How about that? So be right back in a moment. All right, we are back. My goodness, you guys are a bunch of goofballs and I love it. All right, so let's get our things situated here. Where did my extension cord? Oh, I left it over there. You get the extension thingy. Hold on. A little ATX extension that helps me test these boards. And there go all my Q-tips into the trash. Excellent. My big butt pushing things over. All right, well, we'll fix that later. Oh, I discharged this guy. Well, we'll recharge it. I was going to recap the analog board on this. Well, we could do that another day. That's snug in there? Yeah, that's good. Okay, all right. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think this thing is actually gonna fire on and work? I sure hope so. Be nice to have a spare classic logic board hanging around. What do you guys say? Do you think it's gonna work? Yes, no, maybe so. 50-50. 50-50, that's a good guess. Alright, well. This tripod, I tell you, it's not the most elegant way of doing this, so I apologize, but that's what we got. Alright, so here's our little Macintosh Classic. Different analog board. This is one that ended up being mine. We have a keyboard we're going to plug in. Okay. Might explode. I hope not. All right. Let's get some power into this sucker. Let's make sure it's turned off. Yeah, it is. All right. It is living its best life, and I have to recap the analog board, which is why I discharged the CRT, and I'm about to charge it up again. But all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It chimed. Look at that. We got a cursor. The cursor is working. Let's reboot it. Is the restart button not working? Let's turn this off. Is it Command Option OX? I'm going to start this up from the ROM and give it a real test. Your Valpak envelope was a loser. There we go. Let's get that off of there. Look at this. Look at this. Macintosh Classic Logic Board. Working perfectly fine. How about that? That is pretty darn cool. Built-in SSD. It's alive. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this... Fantastic. Let's shut her down. Let's turn it off. Let's see if this memory module wants to work. Gives an extra megabyte of memory. Let's try and boot up again. It might not like that module. Oh, there it goes. There we are. Booting up again from the ROM. Oh, this keyboard got sticky stuff all over my pants. 2 megs of memory. Fan-frickin-tastic. Oh, thank you very much for the super sticker there, Justin. I as I will now need to spend that money washing my pants. I think that's for the PowerBook feet. Fantastic! Thank you very much. Eep! Alright, let's shut this baby down. Yeah, I'm very glad that this thing did not give up any magic smoke, because it's a little traumatizing. My goodness. Well, that was a very impromptu recapping. I did not plan on doing that, but hey, we got it working. That's fantastic. I know, phrasing. I might have did that on purpose. Wow, that's pretty cool. I have another working classic logic board, which is excellent. I mean, this can go through the ultrasonic cleaner. This needs some love. But just look at that. Look at that. What's going on with your scope ring light? Yeah, I need to get the screws. I need to get the screws for it. They're in a thing somewhere. I have them, but I'll just probably have to buy new screws because I don't know where the heck they are. They actually might be in this drawer. Anyway, that's for another time. But yeah, hopefully you guys have an excellent weekend. And hopefully this was entertaining, because we found out what was in that box. That G4 was amazing. That PowerBook needs some work. This classic I thought was a goner. But look at that. We got to work. This is pretty cool. I'm very happy we got this working. It is only just a standard classic. It's not a classic 2 or anything like that. But it still deserved to be saved. And we did just that. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you very much for all the likes, the subscribes, all the super chats, the super stickers. I greatly appreciate your support. Any of you who support me on Patreon, thank you very much. If you want to support me on Patreon, you could do so for as little as $1 a month. You get behind-the-scenes extras, previews of videos before they go out, like the video that's going out tomorrow. Oh, well, thank you very much, Patrick. Eep! Your support continues to astound me, sir. Thank you very much. I do have to get back to you about those tapes. When I have some time, I will very much try and do that. But thank you very kindly for your support. It's generous support like that that helps me do these videos, helps me acquire the tools and the gizmos to get this stuff working. I do have some other stuff that I just acquired that I'm archiving, discs and manuals and the like, so that encourages me to do that. So thank you very much. But if you do want to support me, there's a PayPal donation link on Mac84.net. There is also Patreon as well. And I am toying with the idea of YouTube membership, but there's a lot of things I have to read about that before I decide that. But that's about it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I know Bruce and Mike are probably going to stream tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And I have a video that's coming out tomorrow morning. But that's about it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Where's the end stream button? I don't know. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.